Like a mirage, I was never invited to join. She rather threatened my dad to sit down, else she would leave him. He quickly sat whilst I watched them reverse out of the compound. With my rubber bag, I sorrowfully went back into the room, laid down on the bare floor, and used my rubber bag full of clothes as my pillow. I cried so much I developed constant headaches. There was this song that came to mind anytime I woke up in the morning. Menim say Rade Baby Kwambia Mame. I woke up every day before dawn, my body aching from yesterday's struggles. I had no option than to keep trying to survive because faith. Survival in Ghana doesn't wait for strength. My parents never called a single day to check up on me. I couldn't keep crying always. I gathered the pieces of what is left of me and tried. The watcher seller bought me a bag of pure water to sell. I sold in traffic under the mercy of the weather. One bad day, I got knocked down by a motor while selling and fractured my right ankle. Thinking the rider would wait and pay for the damage so I could pick up another bag to sell, he bolted away, leaving me in pains and debt. When I returned to Sister Rahi, the watcher seller to report to her. She was washing her bowls, and right before everyone there waiting to buy from her, she threw the sponge at me, threatening and shouting at me that it is said in the area that I'm a witch. That's why my family left me alone in the madhouse. So it is my agenda to destroy her finances. I should go and look for her money, else she would deal with me. I don't have a family, it's only me. If she does anything to me, nobody would come to my rescue. I was afraid. With my eyes full of tears whilst limping on one leg, all I could say was, "Oh, Sister Rahi, me." I left so broken by life. I went home to lay down in tears. At night, around 2, I felt a tap on my thighs. When I woke up, it was 4 guys holding machetes. I recognized them as the Okada guys in the area. They said they have been sent to come for the money I owe Sister Rahi, 16 Ghana. I begged and asked them to give me till evening. I made that promise without knowing where I was going to get that money from. I couldn't sleep again, so at 4 a.m., hungry, weak, angry, and with my fractured ankle, I limped to the Pram Pram traffic, where I usually sold. I got there at 6:53 exactly. I just sat by the roadside watching people as they sold. I had no purpose to be there, but I was just there. My home wasn't safe anymore, so I'd rather sleep in front of a store than go back home. It was 3 p.m. when it started raining heavily. There was a lot of traffic, but the vendors in the traffic had run to safety away from the rain. I begged one plantain chip seller to give me her item to sell since I was ready to stand and sell in the rains. Whilst they had all run to shelter, I took the plantain chips, carried it over my head, and limped into the middle of the road. I sold almost everything. My fractured ankle too was hurting so bad because of the cold, but I had no option. I needed that 16 cedis to pay off my debt, else these guys would harm me. When the others noticed I was selling so much, they also stepped into the rain to sell. The person I took the item from took back the remaining to continue selling herself and gave me 5 cedis plantain chips as payment for all I had sold for her faithfully. I was so disappointed, afraid, terrified, and sorrowful that every energy within me had run out, so I couldn't support my fractured